Hey everybody, Frugal Farmer here. This is a story of the great pumpkin caper. When I was in high school on Halloween, the thing to do was we'd go around and get jack-o'-lanterns off porches. Yeah, we'd steal them. Most people knew we were coming. They'd have traps set up for us, and it was just a whole. We'd get water poured on us, everything. Well, a buddy of mine, we were already told that they were going to be keeping an eye out of Halloween night, so we decided to go a couple of days before. Well, it just turned into a saga. Excuse me. Well, we went. We had a buddy of mine drove his dad's old Chevrolet truck, and there was three of us in the front, and I was in the middle for whatever reason. I was tallest. I should have been on window seat, but we had got a bunch, and we went by, and one teacher came out. All of us had a crush on this teacher. She called us on the porch, and she was laughing. She thought it was funny. She said, "Well, come on in. I'll fix y'all hot chocolate." We said, "No." Said, "We'll leave your jack-o'-lantern." She said, "No, no, no. I'm happy that y'all are going to take my jack-o'-lantern. Y'all go ahead and have it." So we took hers, and we should have stayed there and drank the hot chocolate, really. Well, we went to another place, and it was a friend of mine where she lived at, and I didn't realize she had moved. Well, we got caught by her baby brother. He come running out, and he run after us, and I didn't know what to do, so we left. Well, we went to another neighborhood. A guy followed us. We had got his jack-o'-lantern. He was mad. He went and grabbed it on my friend that was driving, and my friend kind of tussled with him, getting his hands off on him. We were parked in front of some guy's house. He said, "Well, unload all these pumpkins." So we unloaded them in the guy's yard. And kind of find out I knew that guy years later. And we unloaded him. He come out and said, "Hey, y'all ain't leaving all them stinking pumpkins in my yard." And he didn't like that guy neither. He said, "Well, carry them to your house if you want them to unload them." He said he made us promise to return every one of them. Well, somebody had called the law on us. So we left from there, and we got pulled. Well, we had to follow them down to the police station, had to call our folks. My mom was unusually calm about it. She said, "All right." She said, "Are they going to keep you or what's the deal?" I said, "I don't know right yet." And the cops, they were trying to keep from laughing. And they were trying to see if it, met the being a grand theft. And they were bullying us. Well, my buddy that was driving, his parents had to come down there, and they weren't happy. Well, I was leaving about that time. I walked home. It was a long, cold walk too. And anyway, um, I went there because we were sitting, and they had my driver buddy in there. I'm getting a little ahead of the story. Sorry about that. I went in there and told him. I said, "Hey," I said, "I'm just as guilty as he is. I was in there too because I was hoping it would take some of the heat off him." And they let us go. We had the whole truckload of pumpkins. And what we'd do, we'd carry them to the high school and put them out. We wouldn't cause no vandalism. We'd set them out. Most of the time, we'd spell out the numbers of the year you're graduating if we had enough. And so, and the one guy that had, because he was mad, he was wanting us prosecuted. He was an attorney too. But I don't think he was well liked because they were, they said, "Well, we have no other charges, nobody else is called in or anything." And so a few months later, I saw the little fella that had chased us. So I told him, I said, "Hey," I said, "I need to talk to you." His name was Billy. And he said, "What's going on?" I said, "You remember when that night your pumpkin got stolen?" I said, "I was in the truck." I said, "I'll pay you for it or whatever." And he was all right once I told him that, and I apologized to him, and he never told nobody. And I was friends with him and his sister and his mom too. And but he never just said a word to nobody. He kept it. And I asked him. He's a principal now, and I asked him years later about it. And he started laughing. He said, "Yeah." He said, "I didn't want you." He said, "I thought they may still be looking for you or something." Oh, well. Anyway, the guy who we unloaded the pumpkins in his yard, he worked at a building supply place, and I kept looking at him. I said, I know him from somewhere. Finally, it dawned on me. I said, "Did some guys happen to unload some pumpkins in your yard years ago?" He laughed. He said, "Yeah." I said, "I was in that truck." Well, he didn't like that attorney neither. He told me all about him then. Nobody in the neighborhood liked him. The guy finally had to leave from around these parts because so many people didn't like him. But I hadn't stolen any pumpkins since then. That was my brief foray into organized crime. And I decided to try and work and make a living. Thanks for stopping by. Come back again when you will. Share, comment, like, hit that subscribe button. Happy Halloween, everybody.